Today is a meal prep day. Curtis, Leanne, and I are going to be going elk hunting, and my mom is going to be coming to watch the kids. I gotta get some baking done. I need to get some meals prepped so it's super easy for her with the kids because she's gonna also have to run them around things. Thanks, Mom. Let's go downstairs, grab out some roasts. I'm gonna have to defrost them and grind them for a bunch of stuff that we gotta make. I get some jalapeno cheddar for tomorrow. And this is where we stash all of our jerky roasts. This is 2 pounds. I'll do this. And then I need to make some meatballs. I might as well take another couple. I'll take some smaller ones because they'll thaw faster. Pounds. Okay. Done. I'm just gonna fill the sink with some warm water and put some of my frozen meat in there. Where do I even begin? So Monday, sausage and mac and cheese, taco salad on Tuesday, barbecue pulled venison on Wednesday, spaghetti sauce, shepherd's pie, pizza, and meatballs and rice. And then I'm gonna do energy balls, muffins, and granola. Let's get to it. Does anyone else have a recipe book like this? I love it. It's maybe a little too loved. I need to get it rebound or figure something else out, but I love that it's basically recipe pages all throughout. It's just so handy. We're gonna make some banana chocolate chip muffins first. This is quite the lucky day that I actually had some ripe bananas handy. Normally I keep all my bananas in my freezer. You should talk to my husband about that. I think I have at least 12 or 15 waiting in there. This recipe is great with some buttermilk. I didn't have any. I always just make it with a little bit of vinegar and milk, and it is awesome. Normally, I love to add some walnuts in here too, but since my kids are taking these muffins to school, I will not be doing that. I normally add the buttermilk before I add the dry ingredients, but I totally forgot. Gotta love a little bit of movie magic, right? Just makes life so much more interesting. I filled my muffin cups only about halfway. I ended up having a little bit more that I put in once everything was done, but I got 24 muffins and they turned out amazing. I don't know if you noticed, but we got a new oven, so I put it on convection bake for 350 degrees. While those were baking, I started to grind my meat. I love my KitchenAid meat grinder attachment. If you have not gotten one, you really should. I cut up my round roasts into manageable chunks to put them into the grinder. Cut off any silver skin and fat that I saw, and see, isn't that a nice little size piece? It just has to fit into the attachment. In the perfect world, these would be a little bit frozen, so if you have a chance, stick them in a freezer for an hour or two before you grind. Another great thing to have in your kitchen is a scale. I got this one from Air Miles and I love it. And these are the cute little banana muffins. Aren't they so great? I love my new convection oven. These muffins ended up taking about 15 to 17 minutes. New day, new top knot, ready to go. I gotta do the spaghetti bake today, the shepherd's pie, also make some energy balls, oh, and meatballs. So basically my plate is full and I'm working today at 4. It's about 10 o'clock right now. I'm gonna see how much I can get accomplished today. Let's get going. So I decided to make it a little bit easy on myself. I cut up celery and onions and some carrots, and I just used those veggies for both the spaghetti as well as the shepherd's pie. Working on a bit of a time crunch, you just figure out what is gonna be easier. I'll pop some oil in this pan. I'm heating it up for our onions and carrots and celery. Once that's all cooked, I'll add some garlic and then I'll throw the meat in. I love a really hearty spaghetti with a bunch of veggies in it, so that's why I'm cutting up these peppers to put in. I'd put spinach in too if I had any. I just really love all that extra stuff. And here I'm just boiling up some spaghettini. I'm not doing it all the way, just to probably al dente, because then it's gonna soak up some of the sauce. Into the spaghetti, I'm gonna put a tablespoon of basil, probably about a teaspoon of parsley. I'm gonna shake it till I make it about that much. do the spaghetti, I'm gonna add these because I've had them in my pantry forever. Spaghetti sauce that I got from one of my mom's friends. Oh yeah, I just added some water. And then we're gonna put all those peppers in. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm kind of sad that I can't be home for this. Doesn't that look so good? I'm gonna simmer this for, I don't know, about half an hour, so it'll thicken up a bit. To the shepherd's pie, I'm gonna add thyme, and then I'll do the same for rosemary. I'm gonna mortar and pestle just a titch. I'm gonna add some worch. We'll see how it smells. I just realized I didn't add any salt and pepper to either. So I'll do that to this, and then I'll do that to the other. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one again. In here, a generous heap of tomato paste. It is smelling so good. Okay, I'm gonna put a bit more Worcestershire, and then I'm gonna add some beef broth. I'll do a couple, probably about a cup, and we'll let it simmer. And obviously, while that was all simmering, I cut up some potatoes and started to boil them for my shepherd's pie. I definitely felt like this was a measure with your heart, cook with your feelings kind of day. At least I was feeling pretty good. I decided to do a double layer spaghetti, so I did noodles, meat, and some cheese, and then I did it all over again. I covered it with foil and decided that 400 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour would probably be just perfect. It's now time to mash the beautiful taters. I put in butter, Parmesan cheese, sour cream, and gave that a go. Thought it was a little bit too thick and didn't love the taste, so added some more butter and some milk. You can really fancy up your potatoes however your family loves. That's just what our family likes to do sometimes. I just did a single layer with this shepherd's pie, and it looks amazing. And this was a great way to end the day. Just a cute little mule dough coming home from work. Another day, and shall I say, another top knot. It is day 3 of me trying to prep recipes for my family. I'm gonna make some Swedish meatballs, which my family absolutely loves. This is the best recipe that I found. I will link it in the description down below. And I'm gonna make some energy balls. I've got 45 minutes to an hour before my kids come home, and I wanna accomplish these last 2 things. Let's go. So it ended up that I did not get to the energy balls, but this recipe, honestly, I don't think I've had a better Swedish meatball in my life. You need to try this. I mixed up some milk and breadcrumbs and let that thicken, and added onion powder, allspice, and a bit of fennel. And of course some salt and pepper. I whipped up some eggs to help with the binding. And here's the texture of that bread mixture. It worked really great. Once everything's together, give it a good mix. Baking hack, if you want your parchment to stay and not be all flimsy on your pan, crumple it and then uncrumple it and lay it out. Then it'll actually keep the form that it takes. Here's my cute little meatball making tool. I also make energy balls with these as well. I dip them in some oil even during the meatball process when it starts to get sticky, and it comes right out. I picked these up off of Amazon, and you could probably find them at your local Walmart as well. Put them in on convection bake for about 12 minutes at 350 degrees. Here they are. They turned out really great. I'm going to show you how to make the sauce that goes with them. First, we'll start by making a roux. I added about 3 tablespoons of butter to the pot, melted that down, added about 2 tablespoons of flour, mixed it all up. You can add more flour as needed, as you see here. I added almost 3 cups of broth. I'm going to add some sour cream now. I let that thicken to the consistency I wanted it and poured it over my meatballs. We picked to serve this with rice, but you can choose to have it with potatoes or noodles, whatever your family loves. Don't forget, all the recipes and instructions are going to be down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Catch you next time.